Hello. Hello, hello. Welcome, welcome. The background music is really loud. Why is it? Hold on. There we go. It could be a little quieter. Is my volume is lower. Hold on. Oh, ah. Your cat is laying on you. Nice. Why is... Okay, this microphone keeps cutting out. What the heck is happening? I changed like one little thing. I changed like one little thing before this. Now I keep hearing myself get cut out. But yes, hi. Hello. Oh. I'm adjusting the microphone a little. Okay, it has a pretty extreme noise gate, so I think I have to speak kind of loudly. Hello, Fuyu, or Mint, welcome. Welcome, welcome. Yeah, it turns out this thing I'm using, I'm back at the same place that I was last stream, by the way. I still haven't even gotten a chance to do a stream at home. But this big mixing board has a bunch of different settings. It apparently has like EQ profiles for like different microphones. And it was on it was on this one before. Okay, how does that sound? Why is it? It just overall seems quieter. That's weird. I wonder if it... Oh yeah, it did. It bumped the level down. Hold on. Yeah, it turned the gain down automatically for some reason. But yeah, it just needed to be a little higher. Okay, now what if I mess with the profiles? Okay. Did that reset the gain? I'm having to like lean over to mess with the thing. Okay, I think that's fine. That seems pretty good. Now, I think you hear the music. I wonder if there's a way for me to hear the music. Let me see. What if I do this? Wait, hold on. It's a bit quiet. The music? How's that? Do you hear that? Is it doubled? I'm not like entirely sure how this thing works, so it might be doubling it, and you might be hearing it twice. It's a bit better. Okay. I can make it. I can hear it. Okay. Yeah, I can make it a bit louder. But, you know, I don't want to make it too loud. Just tell me if it sounds weird. Because if it sounds weird, then it's probably playing twice. It's fine? Okay. I need to drink water. I think this room is just very dry. They need to put like a humidifier in here. The last time I streamed in here, my throat got like insanely dry. And then immediately after, I had my chorale class, and I could not sing for the life of me. My throat was dead. So I think Tuesdays are a good day to do this. Because I don't have like to sing after this. I've got like I've got some class called like music entrepreneurship, and then I've got another class later, like much later in the day. So I'm gonna have to stay on campus for a long while. I really want to play a game on stream, not right now, because I'm not home, but maybe there's that new game that came out. I don't know if you know of it. It's called Space Marine 2. It's a Warhammer 40k game. And Warhammer 40k is like a tabletop game. It's based in the universe, the lore or whatever. I played the first one, I really liked it. Have I streamed it? Maybe like a really long time ago. I'd be willing to play the first one again. But I want to play the sequel too. It just came out. To be honest, a lot of sequels that I've kind of been waiting for like a long time are like finally coming out. But for some reason, I'm not like crazy. I'm probably just like too like, I'm just like so busy that I don't have like a shred of energy left to be excited for it. I didn't even touch Dragon's Dogma 2, but I was kind of waiting for a certain thing. I think I can finally stream it now because I've got like a good enough setup for it. The main problem is that I thought I wouldn't be able to stream it and like, you know, that my computer wouldn't be able to process the game and my VTuber model and like, you know, the actual stream. And I heard that game is kind of really demanding on like the hardware, so I kind of didn't want to try it until I knew I could stream it properly without any issues. I might still have issues because my computer's not that great. It's pretty good. I mean, a lot of people get by with worse. Some kids at your school called you a furry because you had a cat shirt. Just put like cats on it. That's weird. I think that might be projection. Not that there's anything wrong with it, but I feel like they're projecting pretty hard there. Yeah, what the heck? Anyways, yeah, I don't have much. I don't think I have much to talk about. Actually, I do. There's that Apple event that happened. I don't know if anybody has Twitter, but I was tweeting about it. I'll go for a sec. My friend sent me Slipknot memes. Understandable. That is very understandable. To be honest, I'm kind of looking for an excuse to get a new phone. So that's why I kind of tuned in. Also, I had just got done with like my class and I had just like eaten lunch and just like sat down at the library to like, yeah, I don't know, like just like review some stuff. And then I just saw that the Apple event literally like had just started like a minute ago. And so I was just like, might as well watch it all the way through, like live, which I don't think no, I remember, I think I streamed the last Apple event, not was it the MacBook one? No, I think it was the last iPhone one, because I remember I wanted to like stream it and just like make fun of it. And they took the stream down because I wasn't supposed to be broadcasting the event like simultaneously. I was like breaching copyright or whatever, even though it's BS. It's basically like free advertisement, right? How long was the Apple event? It was longer than I thought. I think it was like an hour long. They went on a bunch of tangents about like a bunch of stuff. But mostly they just like, they spend most of the time just like basically hyping up their phone in like the most roundabout way possible, because they try to like phrase it like it's like it's new and exciting. But it's really just like a roundabout way of saying that there are like minimal changes, and it's basically just the same stuff, just like 5% better than the last time. I mostly feel that way about like the watch. They spent like way too much time talking about the watch, and And the amount of times they said like brand new design, they said that for like every product, and every product only had like one or two things just like shifted around, and it's like, oh, the slightly thinner bezels, slightly bigger display, the camera bump is like moved slightly, like instead of being diagonal, it's just like vertical now, like it used to be. And it's like, oh, brand new design. It's really silly. But I do think it would be a good time to buy a new phone. Especially since the new 16 has like it's gonna have all that like AI nonsense, which I don't really care about. I just basically care about, I want like Siri to be good, basically. And I think that AI will basically make it so that Siri is finally useful. That's kind of why I want it. Because like supposedly you're gonna be able to like tell her to do like very hyper specific things, and it'll just do it. That's the hope, at least. I don't know. Like it basically does like the same thing that those AI pins a while ago were trying to do. Like be your own little like personal assistant, basically. I'm into that. I'm into like time-saving things like that. I don't think I'll get that Apple Watch though. I don't know, it just seems like another thing to charge. I don't know what I would use it for. Also, it's like $400. I don't have that much money. Like, I might be able to trade in my old phone and get some value out of it, but it's so old and it's actually cracked. I actually cracked it over the weekend even more. Well, like, it wasn't, okay. Before, only the screen protector was cracked. So technically it wasn't cracked until the last weekend. I think I broke it in like a really dumb way. Like, I think I just like, I basically like lost my balance and like kind of leaned on a wall in order to like, not fall over. But I think I slammed into the wall like the pocket first or something. I don't know how that's even possible, but I think I just like slammed my phone, because I don't think I dropped I don't remember dropping my phone at all. So never on the back side. Like what cracked was like the back glass. For some reason, I don't know why they do this, but now they have like glass on the back. And it's not the kind of glass that like shatters. Like it cracked, but like even if you run your finger over it, you can't like feel anything. Like it's still smooth. I don't know how that's even possible. It's like really odd. So it's very much just like cosmetic, but it's like kind of annoying because it was nearly perfect. I've even just been using it without a case. It just gets way too hot in a case now because it's just like so old and it's struggling to, for some reason, the apps it struggles with the most is like, first of all, it gets really hot when it's using the camera. And well, like I'm using the camera on the phone right now, so it's kind of a problem. And also, it like, yeah. The thing is, it's still works technically, but like I was saying, the apps that struggle the most are like my like banking apps. Like I tried to log in to my Chase bank account, and like, well, it's not a bank account, it's like a credit card account. I don't bank with them. But I try to log in and it's so laggy that I can't even like enter my password. Like I like tap one letter and then I have to wait for it to like process, and then I can finally input another letter every time. It's really weird how it's like those apps that struggle the most. I guess they don't really like, they don't update them very well for like old phones. Like maybe some other apps that care a little more will like update them retroactively to like make them run slightly better on older devices, maybe. Then I guess some apps just like kind of update in order to work better with newer devices, and they just kind of forget about the older ones. So even though like I think iOS 18 is coming to my phone model in particular, but I just like don't want it anymore. It's so bad. I can't leave it outside of like the battery saving mode because it'll just die so quickly. So like the little battery is always like yellow colored because it's in the battery saving mode. I don't even know necessarily what it does. I think it makes the screen slightly like, I think it puts like a cap on the screen brightness, and it might do some other things that I don't know of. But yeah, I mean, I got it used like 3 years ago, so it's like, it's a good time for a new phone. The model itself, I think, is, I don't know when it came out. Let me see. I'm guessing 2020, but it might be way older than that. It might be like 2018. Let me see. It takes a while to Google things on school Wi-Fi for some reason. For some reason, the upload is much better than the download speeds. Yep, so, oh wow, September 2018. That's ridiculous. And so it's like more than 6 years old at this point. Or it's almost going to be 6 years old. Which is, I think that's like around the borderline. Like I think 7 years is probably a good amount for a phone. I just think they age a lot better, specifically after the model that I bought. I think like with the iPhone like 11 and maybe not 11, but with like the 12 and up, I think they start to age a lot better because they almost like finalized the design. Like from 12 to like 15, from 12 to 14, I feel like it didn't change at all, except for like a few small things. So, but I don't want to just like get like I thought about like settling and just getting like a 13 or something, but I don't. Like I want to just get a new one and then not have to touch it for like another 7 years. That would be good. And I think this generation in particular, with the camera button, which actually seems very useful, and like all the Apple AI stuff, it seems like a good time. But dang, I don't know where I'm gonna get that money. Oh, I'll figure it out. Oh, another issue that my phone's been having, I'll lose like a cellular connection in certain like spots in my in the building that all my classes are in. I guess some walls are just like really, really like dense in some of the rooms. And so it like blocks like cell like the frequencies, the radio waves or whatever. So yeah, I can't get cellular when I go into like some very specific classrooms. Yeah, but the problem is that I'll walk out of it and I'll even like go outside to where the signal is usually pretty good, and it like the signal won't come back. And then it'll just come back randomly like 2 hours later. Or maybe not 2 hours, like 30 minutes to an hour. It'll just like come back. And so I think it might be like the problem, like a problem with the old like antenna that's in the phone. Like it might just be like a little buggy. I think it's probably just a weird bug, but it's probably something that's fixed on newer phones. Yeah, it doesn't sound too bad, but to even log into my university like email, which I'm like constantly getting into, and like my like classroom like website, it uses a thing called Canvas, which is like I think a lot of classrooms use it, but it's basically just like a place where you can submit your homework and stuff. But I constantly need to be in there, but to even get in there, I need to, for some reason, I can't just log in. I always need to authenticate with a text message. Like they'll text me a code and then I have to log in. Like and it never keeps me logged in, so I have to keep doing it. But the problem is that I can't log in when I've got no cellular because I can't get the text message. Even when I go outside to like, get better signal, it just like doesn't come back and I still can't get the text message. And that's like, that's actually kind of gotten in the way a few times. Like when I needed to do something and I just had to do it later. So yeah, a little bit of an issue. School Wi-Fi is trash. Yeah, and sometimes like I'll just choose to use like my data because I've got unlimited, and it's just like like not faster, but like it's more reliable a lot of the time. But it's weird because I'm able to stream from this Wi-Fi. Oh, technically, I'm not on the Wi-Fi. I'm actually plugged into the wall. There's like Ethernet ports like everywhere in this school, which is good. It's probably just so that like teachers and like important people can use the internet a lot faster. But it's kind of annoying. I have to get this like super long Ethernet cable, and I just to bring it in my backpack. If somebody sees it, they're probably going to be like, why do you have an Ethernet cable? I mean, I don't know. There's a lot in the library. I just never see anybody using them. I don't think like half the students know what an Ethernet thing is. Mm-hmm. But yeah. Oh, they also announced new AirPods. I kind of want them, to be honest. I have pretty good earbuds. They're Beats, which is owned by Apple, so they're basically Apple earbuds. But I only got them because I've had the AirPods Gen 2 and the AirPods Gen 3. They both died within like a year. Yippee! Hi Loon, welcome. I'm at school right now. But yeah, I made a joke on Twitter like maybe they'll last more than a year this time. Oh, GG's. Yeah. I really like the not. I really hate like the silicone ear tips that like most earbuds use. Even the ones I have now use them, the Beats. But they're constantly like, you know, like falling off, getting lost, and you have to like clean the gunk out of them. Is it weird that I still prefer wired earbuds? No, it's not weird. I mean, maybe like, just for me, like I was just constantly, I mean, this probably could have been easily fixed by just like putting it like underneath my shirt or something. But I just constantly get the wire caught on like literally everything. Like for a while I tried to go back to wired, but then like instantly it got caught on like 12 different things. I don't think it's like user error. I mean, it might be, but I was just like, I just immediately was like, I can't stand this. And also with like the case, like apparently the new AirPods case is like even tinier, which is crazy because I feel like the Gen 3s are like super tiny. So you can just kind of like put it in your pocket, carry it around with you everywhere. You don't need to like untangle it every time you want to pull it out. I've never lost an earbud. But yeah, I really prefer the design of like the open, they call them open ear because they don't entirely seal the, you know, they don't entirely like seal your ear hole. You can still like kind of hear your surroundings when you're wearing them. Like obviously if you're listening to loud music, then like you're probably not going to be able to hear much around you. But like if you're just like wearing them in and not listening to anything, then you can still like hear like mostly everything around you pretty well. Does each gen get smaller? Not the earbuds themselves. I do think like, okay, I think the first and second generation look pretty similar. The third ones, they're shaped slightly differently, and I think the fourth ones are also going to be shaped a bit differently. But they're not like, I don't think they're any like bigger or smaller. It's mostly just the case, because the case is what you're like carrying around in your pocket. And yeah, the case keeps getting like smaller. But though I think the second and third were like around the same size. Just the third ones were like more rectangular, the case, for whatever reason. And I think the Pro ones, the AirPod Pros, are also have that like slightly rectangular case. But it's like they're so tiny. Especially compared to my current earbud case, it's like bulky. It's very bulky, and it's like not square. It's like a circle. It's like an oval. It's very strange. And the earbuds themselves are also kind of bulky, and they stick out of your ears quite a bit. Like you cannot wear them to bed. So yeah, I missed that about the AirPods, but like just wearing them after like a year, for some reason the audio gets like all messed up. Like it's a lot quieter. You'll sometimes like get like weird like staticky noises after a while. I think it's probably just because since there's no like rubber thingy that goes like into your ears, there's just like a lot higher chance for just like stuff to get in there, like in the actual like drivers. So yeah, maybe I just wasn't cleaning them enough. Yeah, like I can my old AirPods, I still wear them occasionally if I'm in a pinch. But like you have to turn the audio all the way up and it's still not like loud enough. And because it's all the way up, your phone will tell you like, hey, you're making yourself deaf. It'll keep giving you like notifications to like basically, like stop making yourself deaf. But in reality, it's like too quiet because the earbuds themselves are just like dying. So yeah, I mean the fours seem like I think like they're just, they might be even cheaper than I think they're around the same price as the Gen 3s. Like 120 or 130, I think, which is pretty good. My current ones were 150. But I got mine on sale. I think they're 170 originally. And they've got like all the fancy features. Hi, Alice. They've got all like the fancy features like noise, what do they call it? Noise cancellation, and that thing called like passive mode, or I think is that what it's called? Or it's called transparency mode. That's what it's called. And that sort of works. But it's also like it's got its quirks. Like for one, if it's even slightly windy outside, it'll just be like unlistenable in transparency mode because you just hear like the low rumbling of the wind. And then it's pretty good at like hearing like ambient noises around you. But like actual speech is like really hard to hear, which is like the one thing that I feel like I'd want to hear in transparency mode, because I want to like quickly, like if I'm like, I don't know, like ordering food or something, I don't want to have to take my earbuds out because then I have to fiddle with the case and like, and like I have to like clean them off with my shirt before putting them in the case because I don't want gunk to get in the case. So it's like I'd rather just like press a button and then all of a sudden I can hear my surroundings, It's kind of why I like the open ear design ones, because you just have to like stop the music and then you can hear. So, but yeah, I've discovered that like even though it's there, like it doesn't really help. But I don't even really use noise cancellation all that much either. Because I mean, they're earbuds. I mean, they plug up your ears. So like, I think that for me, that usually does enough noise cancellation. And then once you like turn the volume up like halfway, like you can't even like hear your surroundings anymore anyways. So I don't even know what you would use it for, really. There's one time I found it useful was when like I was working in the place I was working at. It was raining outside the place I was working at, and the roof was like metal or something. So like the rain like hitting the roof super hard was like actually pretty loud. Except the noise cancellation doesn't really help with that. It's mostly for like constant. It's for like constant noise that's like within a certain like frequency range. Because I don't think the noise cancellation like targets speech necessarily. Like it might target like, it might work for like, I don't know, like a busy cafeteria where like there's so many people talking that it just kind of sounds like noise. But like one person talking at you, I don't think it does that good of a job. And plus that's usually when you want to not have the noise cancellation on. And so actually I think the AirPod Pros, I don't think the new I'm not sure if the new Gen 4s with the noise canceling have this as well. But there's like you can turn on a certain feature that just makes it so whenever it like can detect that you're in a conversation and like turn off the noise cancellation. And I think it also turns on like transparency mode so you can actually hear them. I don't know if does it like lower your music as well? It might. That feature seems really cool because like kind of when someone's trying to get your attention, you just have to like pull one earbud out and be like, huh? It's kind of annoying. But also I see that going. Hi Jogger, welcome. And saying your name out loud is kind of but anyway, I feel like a feature like that would constantly like be accidentally triggered because like maybe someone's like having a conversation beside you, and then like your earbuds just like detect speech and like automatically go into like transparency mode. That might be like a bit annoying. Or maybe it only works when it detects that you're talking. Because that would be better, but also there's a problem of if somebody is like trying to get your attention, that still wouldn't work. So I don't know how it's gonna work. I'm just gonna have to like see how what people think of it, like the reviews and stuff. And I think if that If that feature is really good, then I guess I can get the AirPod Pros. But if that feature is kind of like a wash, then I'll just get the normal, like, the normal open ear AirPods, because I like that design better. Hello. Hello, Salmon. Welcome. I'm kind of surprised at the battery life for the AirPods Pro, though. My brother's mad at me for not cleaning the porch. Why? Did you promise to clean the porch or something? Why doesn't he clean it? Hi, Ruby Time. Welcome. Hope you're doing good. Thank you. He wants me to help him. It would be nice if you helped him. I mean, you don't have to. Yeah, I've always kind of been the one who ended up having to do all the chores, because like just my other siblings would just like be lazy, and so like someone has to do it, right? So it just ended up falling on me, because I also didn't want to just be like, nah. Because I knew if I didn't do it, then it just wouldn't get done. Yeah, teamwork makes the dream work. Though I hate that phrase, to be honest. It's not like I'm lazy, I'm just busy with stuff. I wasn't calling you lazy. I don't think I have anything else to talk about, to be frank. I think, let me see. Oh. Oh yeah, sometimes sometimes my mom will like not do the dishes, which is fine. But sometimes she'll ask me to do the dishes because like, I just like, okay, maybe she's busy. I can do them. And then I just see her and she's just like watching TV, which is like fine, but like, you were like already in the kitchen. Like, couldn't you do like, if I'm ever in the kitchen and I see like they're just like dishes everywhere. I'm like, oh, I should probably do the dishes. But with her, it's like, it's basically like, if I'm around, I can do them. And if I'm not around, then she just has to do them. And by around, I mean like home. Like even if I'm doing something, then she'll just like leave them there and wait until I'm done. One time, I think like when I used to work on the weekends, I would like come home at like 6 a.m. and just like sleep until the next shift started. And so she left a bunch of dishes in there just like rotting basically, because she doesn't even like scrape them off properly or wash them off or even rinse them before putting them in there. So like she just left them all weekend because I would just like come home and sleep. And so the dishes just never got done. And then finally on the last day of work, I was like, oh, these dishes have not been touched. You were just waiting for my last day so that I can do them. But it's like, you were here all weekend, like basically doing nothing. That's cool, I guess. Yeah. I think she got the message though. At a certain point, I just like, if I'm like busy, I just like won't. Like I think at this point, I've basically, I mean, I still probably do it most of the time, but like, I don't even like, it's funny because I don't even like really make any dishes. I think I eat most of my meals like not at home nowadays. I'm out all day. So I just think it's like a little weird that I'm coming home and doing the dishes like that she made for herself. And also, we have a dishwasher. If I like use a plate or like a fork or something, I'll just like put it in the dishwasher. I'll rinse it off good so that there's no like gunk on it, and then I'll put it in the dishwasher, and then you just turn it on when it's full. They should just kind of like dump it in there with like all of the food still on it, and it's like, oh, okay. Whatever, it's okay. It's fine. Gonna be worried for her when she has to like when she has to be on her own though. Like I think she'll be fine. She'll probably wise up to the fact that she's gonna have to do everything herself, or get her boyfriend to do it or whatever. Hi Zen. I think she's capable of doing it. And I think she knows like she can do it and that she probably should, but she's like, he's here. And she knows that I'm like obligated to because I'm living in her house. I can't really say no. I don't even hate doing it. It's just when I know that she knows that I'm too busy to do it. and then it just doesn't get done. That's when I'm like, come on. But I mean, I kind of get it because I'm also extremely lazy, except like, you know, I had to have gotten that from somewhere. She tries to convince me that you know, maybe it's from my dad's side or something. I'm not so sure. But yeah. Like I said, I'm not at home right now. I'm at school streaming. But I think Tuesday is a good day to do these streams. Like I said. And I want to like make it like an occasion. Like make it like a special segment. But then also have like topics maybe. Because the only thing I can really do here is talk. Since like I can't even like watch. I couldn't even like pull up videos to watch really because I don't have enough monitors. I would need an extra monitor for that. And all I've got is a laptop, so it's not happening. So yeah. We can like make it a segment. Like I'm thinking like a talk show or something. I want to get like a themed background and stuff and call it something specific. I'm bad at thinking of names though. It'll probably be like something like Eloise Talks Tuesdays. That's not like grammatically correct, but whatever. ATT interview podcast. I guess I could. I mean, technically, I could like get like a guest or something. But that's like too. Maybe somebody wants to come on, but I don't really know people like that. Like I don't know who I would do it with. Also, around this time, it's like, you know, I think most people are busy. I think that's kind of why I like the idea of like a talk show kind of thing. And because people can just like listen to it. I mean, around this time, it's like midnight here. I know, but like for like the people in my time zone, I mean, it's just about like lunch for the Pacific Coast, I think. And then East Coast, they're just like at work. I think just probably on the final stretch of their shift, probably. Or school day or something. I forget when like high school gets out. Like I think we got out at like 3 o'clock around. So yeah, that would be sometime soon. It's nice to hear your voice while I cram. Yeah, yeah. I mean, that's why I like streams anyway. I think I need to get better at having stuff to talk about though. But I think if I formatted it like a talk show, I would have like segments and stuff that I would talk about. I don't really know what kind of subjects. Like, I think VTubers is a pretty obvious one, but I feel like enough people talk about that. Maybe just like stuff I care about. I don't know if anybody cares what I care about though. School struggles. I think I already laid out most of my grievances. It's kind of like I can just talk about like what it's like part of it can just be talking about like what I did. But every day is like so samey. I could just talk about like current thing, you know, like current like trending thing. Like I don't know, what's a trending thing? What's on X? What are people talking about on X? Iron Mouse. Okay. Bridget. Why is Vocaloid trending? Why is 700 USD trending? What happened? What is $700? Switch 2 is trending? Did that get announced? Oh, people are... The PS5 Pro is $700. People are dunking on it for being $700? Someone said I'd rather order 2 Nintendo Switches, buy a few games, and get myself a number 7 at Wendy's. What are you gonna do with 2 Switches? Also, the Switch doesn't really have any games that interest me. In the VTubing community? I think like that can kind of like that kind of goes hand in hand with current thing. I think, because most like VTuber oriented news usually like heads my way anyway. It's like I'll see it no matter what, so I'm probably gonna talk about it if I do just talk about what is trending. A PlayStation 5 Pro, larger GPU, advanced to ray tracing, oh brother, AI-driven upscale. Oh my god. It's PlayStation Spectral Super Resolution. Why can't these people just like make their console higher frame rate? Like, that's all people want, I feel like. Just make it do 120 FPS. Literally just that. Why do you need AI-driven upscale? Stop. maybe with the upscaling it can like get better performance, so maybe it can do like 120. But it's just like ridiculous, man. $700. My whole computer was $900, and it's like a beast. Well, it's not a beast, but it's like it performs much better than a console would. Like getting 60 FPS is like no problem. And it can do most games at 120 if I turn the settings down a little bit. Iron Mouse's VOD channel got taken down. And like a big thing she does is just like react to other people's videos, so I mean I do that as well, but I usually do it to pretty safe videos. Also, I don't know what kind of music she plays. That probably has to do a certain thing with it as well. But yeah, technically it could happen to me. That's why I just don't do a lot of reaction-based stuff, and why I don't play copyrighted music. Yeah. Speaking of music, I feel like the music was a bit loud, wasn't it? Some guy kept reporting her channel. If that's true, then that sucks. But also, if I was YouTube, I feel like I would like kind of I would like make out a deal or something. Like I would handle it basically if I was YouTube, because like this is like the most popular, or one of the most popular streamers on Twitch. Definitely one of the most profitable streamers on Twitch. So it just seems like a pretty important person to have a good relationship with. But instead they're just like, man, just get rid of the VOD channel, why not? Also, I'm pretty sure there was a rule. She doesn't want to dispute it because it would involve giving out personal info. Yeah, I know of that. That's kind of a dumb rule that they do. Because you can basically just force anyone to reveal their identity by just like falsely claiming copyright on a video, which I think anybody can do pretty easily. So yeah, that is rough. But I thought there was a rule where if you got banned on YouTube, you technically you weren't allowed to have any other channels. Like all your other channels. Like if you got banned on one channel, then technically all your other channels should also get taken down. maybe that's different for, maybe that's like more of a community guidelines takedown instead of like a copyright based one. But I thought if your channel got deleted by YouTube, then you weren't allowed on there anymore. That's kind of the whole point. So like, how does that work? Is that gonna lead to anything? I don't know. It's kind of strange though that she doesn't know anybody high up at. Maybe she does. Maybe they just told her tough luck, which is extremely weird. She's a very important person. I don't know why YouTube would just tank their reputation like that. But then again, they also like took down a Linus Tech Tips video with like no prior warning, and that also just like put a huge damper on their image. I don't know why they do that. Like this, just like it's such a self-sabotage. I mean, they gotta hire me, man. I could tell you that was a bad idea. In fact, every social media company should consult with me before ever doing anything, I think. I think that would be good. That would be smart on their part. Specifically me. The person who is notoriously bad at social media. They tried contacting and they got nothing back. That is extremely strange. But I don't put it past YouTube. They're like that. But I see it like 3 strikes, yeah. Did they all happen like at once though? Because I've seen that happen before where like somebody would just get the 3 strikes immediately and then immediately get banned. Which seems like it seems like the opposite of what the whole strike system is even like about. Like it's there to like give creators like a warning so they don't just get banned immediately for one offense. But if you have like multiple offenses, but they don't count as offenses until like later, and then all of a sudden now they're bad, it's like, oh, I guess your channel's gone because you did that thing multiple times. That was completely fine before, but now that we changed the rules, you're banned. Which is also weird how things don't kind of... You know, you're not forgiven for things that you might have done in the past before the guidelines change. This is a completely different thing from copyright, but... There's just some nonsense going on. But somehow I still like it better than Twitch, because Twitch is like basically the same, except if they like you. And if they like you, then they'll bend over backwards for you. But I feel like they're even more unfair to people that they just don't really care about. Whereas YouTube, they don't really care about anyone. They don't really care about anyone unless you're literally like CNN or something. Meanwhile, like if you just like are a conventionally attractive woman, then I feel like you have a bit of maybe a sway over the people who run Twitch. And that's proven, by the way. There have been like Twitch employees caught basically like simping real hard. So hard, in fact, that I don't think you're allowed to say simp on Twitch. I think that's still like technically not allowed. Just crazy. You can definitely tell that was like a personal like it's a personal slight against them. It's such a petty rule. I've never seen it like actually be enforced though, but the fact that that was ever like in the rules to begin with is kind of... I'm pretty sure it was. Like I'm pretty sure, like I couldn't have imagined like this whole like policy thing because I do remember several streamers talking about it. Though it might not have been a policy for a while. I don't really keep up with Twitch policy anymore. Yeah, luckily, except for... There's only 2 times that I got kind of spooked about, like, something happening to my channel. And that's when I co-streamed that Apple event, like, a year ago. And that was I was just kind of asking for it, because, like, I didn't check if I was allowed to do that. I probably should have. And then, well then, yeah, and then also after, at first they just took the stream down. They didn't give me like a strike or anything. But then, I just put the stream back up, and I just like, I thought I could get away with just like reversing the, reversing the video and putting like a, I don't know what else I did to it. Maybe if I put like a tint over it, it would have worked. But I think I just reversed the video feed and thought it would be like, okay, now it's transformative. Hello. Hello. Hello, welcome. How do you say your name? Grios. We got Grios, and Miss Phoebe. Hi. What were we talking about? We're talking about getting banned on YouTube. I think the other time I was scared is when I was playing Project Diva, and there was an Eve song that like immediately took down the stream once I started playing it. I don't know why though. I feel like people cover that song all the time. Maybe they're just... I mean, it is a very popular song, but it's like, come on. I would expect people who are like Vocaloid adjacent or like Utaite type singers, that they would be a little less strict with copyright, but it might have not even been like it might have just been like a publisher kind of decision to strike down any like re-uploads of the song or something. It was probably completely accidental. Hi. Oh, I see you. I see you. Hello. Hello. I've only got 20 minutes. Well, I probably should... Probably more like 15. I should probably end a bit early so I can pack. Pack all my things away. I remember to bring my laptop charger. I didn't want to bring like the absolutely huge, like 70-watt power brick that it came with. So I got like I found like a pretty good deal on like a 30-watt charging brick. Which is 30 watt is I think it's a little better than the phone chargers. I think the ones that come with the phones are only like 18. Is it 18 or 20 or 16? I don't know. But 30 is apparently enough to keep my phone and my laptop fully charged, which is pretty good. It's a tiny, like, little wall thing. Like, I can just, like, slip it in my bag easy. I don't have to bring, like, a brick with me, which is good. But yeah, someone else reserved this space for 3 p.m. So I gotta be out of here by then. So I'm probably gonna like pack up in 7 minutes here. And then I want to do a stream tonight when I'm actually at home. I'm hoping I can, but I get home really late tonight. But I don't know, maybe. I want to play a game. Gotta go, I didn't realize the time. Alright, see ya. Bye-bye. I'm wrapping up shortly here too. Okay. I think before I mentioned that this room actually has a PC and a VR headset in it. And I was like wondering, like, I wonder who rents this room, or I shouldn't call it renting because you don't pay for it, but I wonder who reserves this room to play like VR. But I saw someone right before me actually in this room playing on it. I think they were playing Beat Saber or something because they were going crazy. You know, I try not to like stare at them though. If there is like an open window, still a very bold choice to have like for this room to be like a open window and you can just see everything. But yeah, they just have these like placemats, and they just like moved the table. This table has like wheels. That's why it's so flimsy, probably, because they need to be able to like shove it into the corner whenever somebody wants to play VR games, which I guess makes sense. Just means that everything is very shaky. Like I don't have the most confidence in these mic stands or the table itself. But it's pretty decent. Just being able to stream it all when I'm not at home is very cool. And I think I'll probably do it at least like once a week. I do have a lot of time. On these days. There's like a whole train of students. Just like, I don't know what they're... I think it might be like a tour. I saw another like... It seemed like a bunch of like high school kids or something having a tour of the college. but like a line of people just like walked past. And they're all looking at me. They're like, what's he doing? Or they're probably like, what the hell is that room even for? Which is exactly my thought when I saw this. It's like, why is there like a podcasting room in this college? Makes sense for the time of the year? Does it? I feel like the tours would probably happen near the end of the year, no? Or the end of the semester. Like I would think like maybe like March or something, or like, or maybe do people, I forget, when do people like decide where they're going to go to college? Do they decide like a whole year ahead of time? I don't like how far ahead you need to plan things, like especially in college and stuff. Like I was super stressed out because I was like registering for when I was registering for this college, I was currently enrolled in community college, and I wanted to get my associate's degree before I transferred. But I had to enroll before I even knew for sure that I was gonna have my associates. So like if I don't know, if something went wrong or if I failed a class or something, it would have totally went out of whack. And I probably like I just like wouldn't know what to do. You just have to kind of set things up and in a way that kind of just assumes that everything goes well. I mean, maybe it's not a problem for like, you know, better students who like aren't unsure whether or not they're gonna pass. That's like often my case, where I'm just like, I don't even know what's going on. I did a year ahead of time. Yeah, I had to register like a whole semester ahead of time, and it was like, I think it was, there was like a one class that I was kind of worried about, but it was overall pretty easy semester. So I knew that I was gonna get my degree and stuff, and it was gonna be fine. Oh shoot, okay. There's another line of people. Oh, I think it's the same line of people. I think they're just doing the rounds. Okay. I'm gonna go. It is almost 3 p.m. That's when I have to go, so I'll see everyone later. Bye. Bye, y'all. Y'all. I don't know why I said y'all. Yeah, bye, everyone. See you soon, I guess. Oh. Oops. Wrong scene. I'm gonna try that again. Okay, bye.